It is early August, so let's take a little tour and see how my moon glow garden, also known as the birdcage garden, is doing. First thing we'll go through is this pergola, which looks like a bird cage, which is why we call it the birdcage garden. And we'll take a look at everything if you're new here. So in my birdcage garden, this is Francis. Just got him this year, a little bird bath, which is nice. And I've got some white petunias. I've got some white petunias in the pot in front of him. Got quite a bit of wind, so hopefully it doesn't show up on the camera. Hoping my microphone cover works okay. So every one of the posts going around, I have a clematis on it, planted, except for on this one, I have a blue moon wisteria. And it is just absolutely crazy. It bloomed in July, and I didn't come through and do any cutting on it yet, and I need to do that. It needs to be pruned quite a bit. If we look at it here, I've got these beans hanging. Those got to come off for sure. I don't want them scattering everywhere. And then I've got this mess of vines. I mean, there's tons of vines. I am going to come in here and I am going to cut all of this off. And maybe I'll try to do some propagations. I did that last year, and it worked pretty good. I've got a couple of annual pots on the bench inside of here. With some just simple petunias and some other white flowering or white foliage. I've got a geranium here which needs to be deadheaded drastically. I'll get that done here. And then I got to come through with all of my clematis and get them deadheaded as well. This is the second bloom on this one. It's at the end of its bloom life too. This is Daniel Duranda. And kind of what that flower looks like. Again, this is the second bloom. I'm going to cut all these blooms off. I'm going to deadhead this one. And what should happen is I should get another bloom yet before the winter. So hopefully that'll be working really good. Then I've got this cosmos that reseeded itself out here. It's kind of light and wispy, which I kind of like. And it's a nice white cosmos. So I pulled some of it out and then I left some of it in. Again, it matches my moon garden theme. Let's see what else I got. I've got some white. I have some white columbine that I grew from seed. And then I've got this Dusty Miller. And those naughty bunnies came and were chewing up my stuff, so I had to protect them. So I got these little cages. You're going to see on the tour, I've got these little cages on everything. I got these cages on Amazon, which is kind of nice. They're cut wire, and then you just put the little zip ties on them. And it's helped me a lot. You'll see them throughout this tour. On this post, I have a clematis. It's Comtesse du Bachot. And this thing has been blooming for, I bet, almost 8 weeks. At least 6 weeks. And it's really, when they are done, they fade. So you can see how faded they are. But this did really well, but it's definitely time to give it a deadheading, and then I'm hoping in 6 weeks, by mid-September, everything will start blooming again. We took out the weeping cherry that was here because the spider mites killed it this spring, so that's gone. That's what was there. And then across here, I have, this is an Anne Magnolia, and this is just so spectacular. It's blooming for the second time this year, which for me is just magical to be in zone 4 and you get the second blooms. That one is done. This one looks really good. So that's fun. And this has only been in the ground for a few years, and I'm pruning it up because I want it to be higher up in the sky. I want to be able to mow around the base and not have the branches in my way. So that's why I pruned it, to do that. This garden has changed a lot since the spring. In the spring we had flowering tulips and things like that. And right now we're into the autumn blossoms. So I have 2 dappled willows here, which I have pruned up to be more topiary. They look a little odd right now. I'll give you a better look at it, like here. I think I got some pictures of before pruning them. They were huge bushes. And I'm just trying to get them to be straightened out. I also have some longer cuttings I took to be able to do this the correct way, because you can see how bent and stuff it is. But for right now, I got the shrub form out of here to do more of the standard form, which is like the lollipop. The backdrop of this border is moon glow juniper, and it's just really spectacular. In the evening when the sun starts to go down, it just really does glow, just as its name suggests, which is really fun. So in the front, I had a white lupin I just put in, and the dirty birdie, the darn little rabbits chewed it off on me, so I had to put the cage on, but I think it's surviving, which is good. And then I had a bunch of white lilies that already bloomed. These lilies in the back here are actually Casablanca lilies. They're oriental and they're beautiful white. I'll feed in some different video here so you can see what they will look like. And they will actually be blooming this time of year. I actually got these earlier in the year and I had them in the house and I kind of forced them early. So they came about a month early. But other than that, that's what's going on there. This pretty little white flower is called balloon flower. And it's called balloon flower because you can see when the buds are closed, they look like little balloons. My daughter used to come through when she was really little and she used to pop them. She used to love grabbing them. She's about 3 years old. And she would go through and pop them all. You can see how nice and bright white this is. So I am going to collect seeds from this. And then I am going to feed, I'm going to plant these white ones in the front of the border. I got a little bit of my shadow here, but you can see this front of the border here. I've got some annuals in there. I've got some of that Dusty Miller, and I've got some petunias, which are annuals and they die. What I want to be able to do is put in all of those white balloon flowers in the front here, which will give it a great display of white next year. So I do a combination of perennials and annuals just because I need to have that white color, and I don't have it in perennials everywhere that I need it at the moment. Most of you should recognize this. This is a limelight hydrangea. This just started blooming now. Again, I'm 1st of August. So every zone is different as to when things are going to bloom. And they've been pretty nice. I've got 2 of them here. I really like it. And then behind it, I've got a white peony. This peony did not bloom for me this year. We had hard frost when the buds were coming. You can see, I show you this, the buds just kind of dried up on me. They just completely dried up. Just weird. So I should come and just deadhead them, but they're beautiful double white peonies, which are really nice to have. And here's another shot of the moonglow junipers. It's really a striking border. These, I have moonglow junipers in a few different places in my yard, and for whatever reason, these ones are just really fat. The other ones are not like this. They're much taller and skinnier. So I may end up having to shape these up and prune them a little bit. But for right now, I really like them. Here's another peony here. And then this is a white lilac, which I wanted to make into topiary form, but I didn't quite get there. So it's shrub form, and I may take it out. I may propagate it. I haven't quite decided. I don't know if it really goes in this border, to tell you the truth. And then I have some Here I have some snapdragon. They're starting to fade back and I'll have to come and deadhead them. But these I grew from seed and they were doing so well and I just didn't get out here. They were doing so well and I just didn't get out here to film. Hopefully I've got some other video I can piece in here because they're bright, bright white, which is really what I want in this moon glow type of garden. Like I said, I have some Dusty Miller, which I've had to put cages on because the bunnies chewed them off on me. And I just got a basic petunia in here, which is just a nice shade of white. I had beautiful poppies in here this year. This variety is called Royal Wedding, and they were just absolutely gorgeous. I'll try to put some feed in here so you can see what they look like. I got another snapdragon. I've just started deadheading these. And then one of my favorite things I've got this year are these powwow white coneflowers. And what's special about these is I actually grew these from seed. I collected seed from my other one of my other plants last year, and I got about 5 babies, and I've planted them in here. And how nice and bright white they are. I love them. Coming to the other side of the garden, I've got an iris, which is white with a little bit of purple on it, so it's a very early bloomer. And then here is one of the mother plants for the powwow white coneflower. And again, it's so bright white. I just really love it. And growing from seed was actually much easier than I thought. I was just really surprised. Maybe I'll do a video just on that. I usually start my seeds in January. And then I've got, doesn't look like much. This is a delphinium. It's a white delphinium, and I've not been very happy with it. So I'm going to order some seed because I want a more stately looking delphinium. This one I'm just not been pleased with it at all. And this dried up thing is a fern leaf bleeding heart called White Diamonds. And it's really quite spectacular, but anybody that grows bleeding heart, no, they're done in July usually. I'm in August, so this is way past its prime. I'll cut that back. And I've got a snapdragon that looks like it needed a little more water than it got. And then these are white lilies that already faded. And so I've already cut those blooms off. I think I got some video to put in. I can show that too. And then in the cage here, I've got a mock orange. So that is my mock orange. So that'll be really nice. So all in all, I really like this garden. I should see if I got some before and after. It has really grown in a year. I'm just really surprised how much we've grown. You can tell by the growth of the moon glow junipers too. One thing that I do have going on that's a little bit weird, and we've been really, really hot this year. We literally just got rain. We went 3 weeks without any rain, basically. It was really sucky. So I've got this funny looking discoloration on the juniper, and I had some on this one over here that I cut off. So I think this is actually a fungus, is what this is. So in some cases I just cut it off. And then I'll have to shape these things up as time goes on. And if they don't make it, I'll just have to replace them, which will really kind of be a sucky deal, but you got to do what you got to do. But look at how nice they look when they're in a row. Let's walk through here. And when you're looking at it from the back side, it's just really cool looking. So if you have a moon garden in your yard, let me know in the comments below. And if you see any white flowers that I'm missing that you think I should be growing, mention it below. If this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. Also, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our other great videos. If you like garden tours, check this playlist next. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.